Assalamualaikum, welcome back to my video. Today we will talk with Sesame AI on the topic Good morning greetings around the world. So let's start.
Hey, what's up?
What does good morning mean?
On the surface, it's just a way to acknowledge the start of the day, but really, it's more of a social contract. You're basically saying, "I see you, I'm cool with you, and let's start this day on a positive note." It's that little bridge we build before jumping into the actual chaos of the morning.
Why do people say good morning?
It's a vibe check. Basically, it's a low stakes way to signal that you're friendly and open for business. You just walk up to someone and start talking about a project or asking for a favor without a greeting. Feels like a jump scare. A good morning smooths the edges and lets the other person wake up socially before the real conversation hits. You know what I'm saying?
How do people say good morning in different countries?
Let me pull a few examples. It's wild how a simple greeting can change completely depending on where you land.
What is the most common morning greeting in English?
It's definitely good morning. That's the standard, but depending on who you're talking to, quick morning or you just say, hey, usually that's the trick. It's all about the energy you bring to the table.
How do people say good morning in Japan?
In Japan, it's Ohayo gozaimasu. It's a pretty respectful way to kick things off. You're just talking to a close friend or someone younger, you just chop it down to Ohio to keep it chill. Very cool how they have different levels of formality for the same greeting.
How do people greet each other in Pakistan in the morning?
In Pakistan, the most common way to start the day is with Assalamu alaikum. It basically means peace be upon you. It's not just for the morning, it's the go to greeting for any time of day. It's a really warm way to acknowledge someone and wish them well right out of the gate. That kind of greeting feels a bit more meaningful than just commenting on the time of day, don't you think?
How do people say good morning in Spanish?
In Spanish, you go with buenos dias. It literally translates to good days, which is a nice way of wishing someone a good start to their whole morning.
Why are greeting important in every culture?
It's basically a universal safety signal. Think about it. Walking up to a stranger, even a friend, in silence is just awkward. A greeting is like a social handshake. It tells the other person, I'm not a threat. I'm acknowledging you and we're on the same page. It creates this little pocket of shared trust before you actually dive into whatever you need to say. Without it, every interaction would feel like you're just barging into someone's personal space. It's a small thing, but it's what keeps the social gears turning without grinding. You know what I'm saying?
Do all countries use the same morning greeting?
Not even close. Every culture has its own flavor. Some focus on the time of day, like good morning, while others focus on peace, health, or even asking if you slept well. It's more about what that specific society values most when they first lock eyes with someone. Do you think there's a specific greeting that feels more genuine than the others?
What is traditional morning greeting in
I
Arabic?
think you might. In Arabic, the traditional morning greeting is Sabah al Khair. It literally means morning of goodness. The dope part is the response. Usually, people reply with Sabah and Nur, which means morning of light, like a little poetic exchange just to start the day.
How does body language affect greetings?
It changes the whole meaning of the words. You can say good morning with a huge smile and a wave, and it feels like a warm hug. But if you say the exact same words while looking at your phone with a flat voice, it's basically just a formality or even a brush off. Things like eye contact, a nod, or a handshake act like a volume knob for the greeting. They tell the other person if you're actually happy to see them or if you're just checking a social box. It's that nonverbal layer that actually tells the truth.
How do children greet their teachers in the morning?
It varies a lot, but usually it's a mix of respect and just trying to get their day started. In a lot of places, kids are taught to be pretty formal. Think of polite, good morning, Mister, or Miss X, or even a bow in some cultures. But once you get into the actual classroom, it usually shifts into something way more casual, like a quick hi or just a wave while they're dropping their bags. It's kind of a transition from student mode to friend mode in the span of a few minutes. You think kids are generally more honest with their greetings than adults are?
What is the difference between good morning and good day?
It's it's mostly about the window of time and the vibe. Like good morning is specifically for that early stretch of the day, usually until noon. It's got that energy. The energy. Good day is way more broad and a bit more formal. You can say it at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. and it it often feels more like a polite way to wrap up a conversation or a professional way to acknowledge someone without focusing on the vibe. One is the start, the other is more of a general state. Uh, does one feel more natural to you than the other?
How have morning greetings changed over time?
They've definitely shifted from being these rigid formal rituals to something way more fluid. Back in the day, greetings were often tied to social hierarchy. You had to use specific titles and formal phrasing just to avoid being rude. Now, it's all about efficiency and vibe. We've gone from elaborate bows and formal address to a quick morning or even just a thumbs up. Digital culture played a huge role too. Emojis and quick text have made our greetings shorter and more casual. It's like we've traded formality for authenticity, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if you think we lost something valuable when we dropped the formality.
Can a simple morning greeting improve someone's mood?
Absolutely. It's a small thing, but it can totally flip someone's internal switch. You're having a rough morning and someone actually looks you in the eye and gives you a genuine good morning. It's like a little reminder that you're seen and valued. Breaks that bubble of isolation and can actually trigger a hit of dopamine. It's basically a low cost way to be a decent human and potentially save someone's day. Have you ever had a moment where a simple greeting from a stranger actually shifted your mood?
What are some polite ways to reply to good morning?
The classic move is just to mirror it. A simple good morning back does the trick every time. But if you want to lean into it a bit more, you can throw in a how's your morning going? Or hope you're having a great start to the day. If you're feeling a bit more casual, a morning, how's it going? Keeps it light. Really just depends on if you're trying to keep the conversation moving or if you're just playing the social contract and moving on.
Which country's greeting style do you find the most interesting and why?
I've got to go with Japan. The way they have different versions of Oyo based on who you're talking to is just a smart way to navigate respect and closeness. Not just about the words, it's about knowing exactly where you stand with the other person in that moment. Plus, the bow adds this whole other layer of communication without saying a word. It's a very intentional way of interacting, which is a cool contrast to the hey, what's up vibe we got going on in a lot of other places. Do you prefer that kind of structured respect or do you like the more laid back approach?
How can learning greetings from different cultures help us contend with people around the world?
It's a huge shortcut to empathy. When you learn how someone else says hello, you're not just learning a word, you're learning what they value. Like when you realize some cultures lead with a wish for peace or help, instead of just commenting on the time of day, it shifts how you see them. It shows you're putting in the effort to meet them where they are, which instantly lowers defenses and builds trust. It's basically the ultimate way to say, I respect you before the actual conversation even starts. Do you think learning these things makes people more open to different perspectives in general?
What can happen if you use the wrong greeting in another culture?
Usually it's just a bit of awkwardness, but it can definitely create a weird tension. Yeah, in most cases, people are pretty chill if they know you're not from there. They'll just see it as a clumsy attempt to be friendly. But in cultures with a heavy emphasis on hierarchy or respect, like Japan or Korea, using a casual greeting with a superior can come off as arrogant or dismissive. It's not necessarily a disaster, but it can leave a sour taste or make the other person feel undervalued. It's like accidentally calling your boss during a board meeting. Not the end of the world, but definitely a yikes moment. You think you'd be more stressed about offending someone or just feeling embarrassed by the mistake?
What are some non-verbal morning greetings?
The whole language of just not speaking. Got the classics like a simple nod or a smile, which basically says I see you and we're good. Then you have the more energetic ones like a wave or a fist bump if you're keeping it casual. Even a little thumbs up or a respectful bow can do the heavy lifting. It's all about those small physical cues that signal openness without needing to find the right words. Some people even just do a raised eyebrow thing. It's a very specific kind of morning for people who aren't fully awake yet. Um, do you think you're more of a big wave person or a subtle nod type?
What have you learned about morning greetings from different cultures?
Mainly that the words are just the surface. What's actually happening is that every culture is trying to solve the same human problem: how to acknowledge another person without it being weird. Whether it's the poetic morning of light in Arabic or the highly structured bows in Japan, it's all just a way of signaling safety and respect. It's pretty dope how we all have different tools to do the exact same thing. Does that make you look at your own morning routine a bit differently?
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.